In today's video, we will listen to an everyday conversation between two friends, Maria and Leo, about a powerful idea called the Growth Mindset Toolkit. Hi, Leo. I'm so happy to see you. How are you?
Hi, Maria. I'm okay, thanks. Just a little tired.
Oh, no. Why are you tired? Is work busy?
Yes, work is very busy. But it's not just that. I feel stuck.
Stuck? What do you mean?
Well, my company has a new computer program. It's very difficult, and I am not learning it quickly. Everyone else seems to understand it. I just feel stupid. I think I am not smart enough for this new technology.
Leo, that's not true at all. You are very smart. You are just learning something new. It's funny you say this today.
Why is it funny?
Because in my psychology class today, we learned about this exact feeling. It's about something called mindset.
Mindset? What is that?
It's your belief about your own abilities. My professor, Dr. Dweck, did a big study about this. She gave children very, very hard puzzles.
That sounds mean.
Haha, it was for science. She watched how the children reacted. Many kids got very frustrated and upset. They wanted to stop.
Yes, that sounds like me with the new computer program.
But she found a small group of kids who reacted differently. When the puzzles got hard, these kids got excited. They lit up. One boy even rubbed his hands together and said, "I love a challenge."
Wow, that is a very different reaction. Why? Why did they like the hard puzzle?
That is the big question. It's because of their mindset. Dr. Dweck realized that people have one of two main mindsets, a fixed mindset or a growth mindset.
Okay, now you sound like a professor. Explain that in simple words.
Of course, a fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities are fixed, like stone. You believe you are born with a certain amount of intelligence, and you can't change it. You are either smart or you are not. You are talented or you are not.
I think I feel that way sometimes. If I fail, it means I am just not good at it.
Exactly. That is the problem with a fixed mindset. Failure is very, very threatening. It feels like a final verdict. It means I am not smart. So people with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges. They don't want to risk looking stupid. Their main goal is to look smart, not to learn.
You are describing me perfectly. I don't want my boss to see me struggle with this new program. I pretend I understand, but I am lost.
Oh, Leo, that sounds so stressful. But there is another way. The other idea is the growth mindset.
Okay, what is that?
The growth mindset is the belief that your abilities can grow. You can develop them. It's the idea that your intelligence can change if you work hard and use good strategies.
So you mean I can become smarter?
Yes, exactly. Your brain can grow and change. With a growth mindset, failure is not a bad thing. It's not a verdict. Failure is just information. It's data.
The information? What does it tell you?
It tells you what strategy did not work. So the thought is not, I am stupid. The thought is, okay, that did not work. What can I try next? What did I learn from this?
That sounds much better. So a person with a growth mindset likes challenges.
Yes, because they see challenges as opportunities to get smarter. The struggle is not proof that you are dumb. The struggle is the way you get smarter.
I like this idea, Maria. It makes me feel a little better. But it's hard to change how I think. When I fail, I just feel bad.
I understand. It takes practice. My professor taught us a very small trick. It's just one word. The word yet.
Yet?
Yes. When you have that fixed mindset thought, like, I can't do this, or I don't understand this. You just add the word yet to the end of the sentence.
So, I can't do this yet.
Right. Or I don't understand this yet.
I am not good at this new computer program yet.
See? How does that feel?
It feels more hopeful. It feels true. It keeps the door open. It means I'm on a path, not at a dead end.
Exactly. That one little word changes everything. It signals to your brain that learning is still possible. It stops you from feeling so much self-doubt.
That is a great tool. So I just need to try harder? Just keep pushing?
That is a good question, and it's a common misunderstanding. My professor was very clear about this. The growth mindset is not just about effort.
It's not?
No. Think about it. If you are trying to open a door by pushing it, but it's a pull door, can you open it by just pushing harder?
No, I would look very silly.
Right. You would just get very tired and frustrated. Pushing harder is not the answer. You need a new strategy. You need to try pulling the door.
Ah, I see. So it's not just try hard, it's try hard with good strategies.
You got it. It's about effective effort. A growth mindset means you try hard, and when it doesn't work, you step back. You ask for help. You look for feedback. You try a different way.
So for my work problem, I should stop pretending. I should ask my coworker Sarah for help. She understands the program.
That is a perfect growth mindset action. Asking for feedback is gold. A fixed mindset hates feedback because it feels like judgment. A growth mindset loves feedback because it's the fastest way to learn the new strategy.
This is all connected to the brain, isn't it? You said the brain can change.
Yes! This is the most exciting part for me. It's a real scientific thing. They call it neuroplasticity.
Neuro what?
Neuroplasticity. It's a big word, but the idea is simple. Your brain is not fixed. It's not like concrete. It's more like plastic or clay. It can change.
How?
When you practice something or when you learn something new, your brain builds new connections. The little cells in your brain, the neurons, talk to each other and build new paths. When you learn to ride a bike, you are building new paths. When you learn a new language, you are building new paths.
So when I am struggling with that new computer program,
You are literally building new pathways in your brain. That feeling of struggle, that difficulty, is the feeling of your brain physically changing. It's not just a metaphor. Your effort is rewiring your brain.
wow, that makes the struggle feel productive. It's not just pain. It's my brain working out.
Exactly. Your brain is like a muscle. When you go to the gym, you lift heavy weights. It's hard. Your muscles feel sore, but you know they are getting stronger. The struggle is the sign of growth. It's the same for your brain.
So I need to embrace the discomfort.
Yes, that's one of the key habits. First, reframe your mistakes. Don't see them as failure. See them as learning. Second, embrace the discomfort. Know that it's the feeling of your brain growing. And third, actively seek feedback. Ask Sarah for help.
Okay, I will. This is a great start. So, growth mindset is the foundation. Is there more to this toolkit you mentioned?
Yes! The growth mindset is the base. It's the belief that you can grow. But then there are other ideas that act like amplifiers. They help you use that belief.
Okay, I'm listening. What's the first amplifier?
The first one is called grit.
Grit? Like sand?
No, grit is a word that means you have passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. It's not just about 1 week or 1 month, it's about years.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, think about someone who wants to become a doctor. That takes many, many years of school. It's very hard. Or someone training for a marathon. They have to run every day for months, even when it's cold or they're tired. They have grit.
So, grit is like endurance.
Exactly. It has two parts. First, passion or consistency of interest. You care about the goal for a long time. You don't change your big goal every week. Second, perseverance of effort. You work incredibly hard even when progress is slow. People with grit understand that mastery takes a long, long time.
So, growth mindset is the belief I can get better, and grit is the power to stick with it for a long time.
Perfect.
What's the next amplifier?
The next one is called flow. This one is my favorite.
Flow? Like a river?
Yes, it's that kind of feeling. Have you ever been so focused on something that time just disappears? You forget to eat, you don't hear people talking to you, you are just completely absorbed in the task.
Yes, that happens to be sometimes when I'm playing my guitar or when I'm coding a small project for fun. Hours can go by.
That is flow. It's an amazing feeling. It's not magic, though. We can set up the conditions for flow.
How? I want to feel that at work.
Well, the research says flow happens when there is a perfect balance between the challenge of the task and your skill level.
What do you mean, balance?
Think about it. If the task is too easy for your skills, like if you're a great guitar player and you only play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, how do you feel?
I feel bored.
Right. Now, what if the task is way too hard? If you just started guitar yesterday and someone asked you to play a very complex, fast song.
I feel anxious, overwhelmed. I want to quit.
Exactly. You are bored here and you are anxious here. Flow happens in the middle, in that sweet spot. The task is difficult, so it stretches your skills, but it is not impossible. It's a challenge you can meet.
Ah, that makes sense. When I'm learning a new song on my guitar, that's when I feel it. It's hard, but I can slowly get it.
Yes. And you need two more things for flow. You need clear goals. You know exactly what you're trying to do. And you need immediate feedback. You know right away if you made a mistake, like playing a wrong note on the guitar.
This is so interesting. Okay, I have growth mindset, grit, and flow. Is there another one?
One more. This one is about the opposite of flow. It's about the feeling before you start.
What do you mean?
You know when you have a big, important project to do, but you suddenly feel the need to clean your whole apartment, or check your email, or organize your socks?
Yes, that is me every day. I call it procrastination.
Right. The Toolkit has a special name for this. Resistance.
Resistance. I like that. It feels like a real force.
It is. It's that invisible internal force that pushes back at you when you try to do important work. It shows up as procrastination, self-doubt, or perfectionism. That feeling that you can't start until everything is perfect.
Yes, I feel that all the time. How do you beat it?
Well, here is the amazing reframe. Resistance is not just your enemy. Resistance is also a compass.
A compass? How?
The more resistance you feel toward a task, the more fear you feel, the more you procrastinate, the more important that work probably is for your growth.
So, if I really don't want to do it, it means I really should do it?
Often, yes, it's pointing you toward the thing you need to do to grow. So don't run from that feeling. Lean into it.
But how? The feeling is so strong.
The secret is to stop waiting for inspiration. Inspiration is for amateurs. The antidote to resistance is to be a professional.
A professional. I am already a professional. I have a job.
It's a mindset. A professional in this sense is someone who shows up and does the work, even when they don't feel like it. They have a routine, they have a system, they sit down at 9 a.m. and they start. A writer writes even when they have no ideas. They are consistent. That consistency is what beats resistance.
Show up and do the work. Don't wait to feel like it.
Exactly.
Maria, this is changing my whole week. I feel so much more in control. Can I use this at my job? With my whole team?
Yes, that's a big part of the new research. It's not just about individuals. Organizations can have a growth mindset too.
How does that work? Does my boss just tell everyone to have a growth mindset?
That's part of it, but it needs two more things to work. The first thing is strengths activation.
Strengths activation?
It means the company doesn't just focus on your weaknesses. A good company also helps you find what you are already good at, your strengths, and helps you use them more. So it's a combination of, we believe you can learn new things, growth mindset, and we will help you use the skills you have right now, strengths.
I like that. So I am valued for what I can do now and also supported to grow.
Right. And the second thing, and this might be the most important, is psychological safety.
That sounds big. What is it?
It's simple. It just means the team feels safe. It means you feel safe to try something and fail. You feel safe to ask a stupid question. You feel safe to experiment. You know you will not be punished or humiliated if you make a mistake.
Wow. My team does not feel like that. When someone makes a mistake in a meeting, our boss gets angry.
Then you don't have psychological safety. And when you don't have that, nobody will take risks. Nobody will ask questions. Nobody will admit they don't understand the new computer program.
And nobody learns.
Exactly. A good leader creates that safety. They see mistakes as collective learning opportunities, not as chances to punish someone.
I need to talk to my boss about this. Maybe I can share some of these ideas. This is a complete toolkit.
It really is. It starts with the belief. Then you add the endurance, grit, the focus, flow, and the discipline to start, beating resistance. And you put it all in a safe environment.
I feel so much better. I have a plan.
That's great. But I have to give you one last final warning. It's a pitfall.
A pitfall? A trap?
Yes, it's a subtle one. It's the danger of developing a fixed mindset about your growth mindset.
What? That's confusing.
I know, it's meta. It means you read the book or you have this conversation with me and you think, okay, I understand growth mindset now. Check. I have it. I am finished.
Oh, I see.
Having a growth mindset isn't a destination. It's not a box you check. It's a verb. It's an ongoing process. You have to keep practicing it. You have to keep asking, how can I learn more here? How can I improve? You never arrive. You are always learning.
That makes sense. It's a way of living, not a prize you win.
Yes. And one final final thought. Be careful of burnout.
Burnout?
This idea of always growing and always pushing can be exhausting. It's important to know you can grow, but it's also important to know that you don't have to be growing every single second. Sometimes maintenance is okay. Sometimes rest is the most important thing.
So embrace the challenge, but also embrace the rest.
You got it. Be wise with your energy.
Maria, thank you. This was more helpful than my last 2 weeks at work. I'm going to go back to the office tomorrow, and I'm going to say, I don't understand this new program yet. Can someone please help me?
That is the perfect first step. I am so proud of you, Leo.
Thanks, Maria. Now, let's talk about something else. My brain needs to rest.
Good idea. Want another coffee?
Great work today. Keep going. Every lesson helps you improve your English. I'm excited to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun lessons. Keep learning and see you again soon.